You guys see me? You guys see me? You guys actually see me? Let me know if you guys can actually see me and hear me. Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. I'm over here on Instagram and Facebook. Hey guys, I'm over here on Instagram, I'm over here on Facebook and YouTube. So hopefully you guys can actually see and hear me good. Let me see. Camera. Yeah, I don't know. Hey guys. So I'm on Instagram. Hey guys, I'm on Instagram Live. I'm on YouTube Live, and I'm on Facebook Live. Okay, so I'm over on 3 platforms. I got 2 of my phones, and I have YouTube. So I don't know. YouTube may be a little distorted a little bit. But I'm just going to drop something, guys, in your heads right now, okay? We are now living in the 21st century, right? Hopefully everybody knows that now. Hopefully everybody understands that we are living in the 21st century, okay? Hopefully everybody is awoke to the 21st century where technology is taking over our lives, completely. Our money is different now. The way we communicate, is different now. The way we see other people is also different now. So hopefully everybody is woke to what's really going on in this whole entire world. Okay. So my job as an entrepreneur is to tell you guys what is happening, right? A lot of people are sleeping. A lot of people are living on a wish and a prayer. A lot of people are living on a hope and a wish, and just wishing that great things happen, right? So, hey guys, let me know when you guys are coming. I'm on Instagram Live, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live. So let me know where you guys are coming, in from. So it's a big problem in the world right now, guys. So think about this. In the agriculture age, right? Let's just say the 1900s, where you needed literally physical labor. Okay, think about this, guys. I'm gonna help some of you guys today, right? Think about this for a minute. Okay, we had to literally use our bodies to go make money. Like literally, we had to use our physical body. We had to mow the field or whatever. Use these big old things, to now make food and plant food and all of that stuff now, right? We had to do all of that, right? That was the physical workforce, okay? It was the physical workforce, okay? Agriculture age. So in the agriculture age, there were a lot of people getting jobs, doing a lot of physical laborious work. Hey guys, on Instagram Live. Hey everybody on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. Hey Miss Betty, right? So we had to use our bodies, right? Remember, in the 1800s, 1700s, we was already using our bodies for free. Then in the agriculture age, we started using our bodies for money, right? Because now we had to physically work these big old things or whatever they were, right? To mow the lawns and do certain things, to make money so the food can grow and the crops can grow, right? Think about this, right? Then in the industrial age, machines came, right? So now you needed people, still physical people, you needed physical bodies now to actually move and work these machines. Okay, follow me, right? You needed people to now work these machines in the factories, right? The factories got big old machines or whatever the case is. People had to have the skill to know how to use these machines, right? So an influx of jobs came where people was like, oh, wow, I can just get a high school diploma and go work in a factory and, make, $5 or $10 or $15 an hour or whatever it was, right? So there was an influx of people in America working in factories, right? Then the truck drivers came, right? So now you need a whole lot of truck drivers to now drive stuff back and forth from state to state, right? So of course, now all you need a high school diploma for a factory worker, okay, and a truck driver. And these are the two common jobs, guys, in America right now without getting a degree. Okay, so there was an influx, millions and millions of people went into these fields of manufacturing, and in these factories and truck driving. Okay, this is the industrial age. It was booming. Companies making a lot of money. Companies is winning. People retiring with their 401ks and their pensions, and life's great, right? Life's great. Now. We moved into the 21st century where physical work, guys, is really no longer needed, right? Physical body work, guys, is really no longer needed, okay? So from the agriculture age, the industrial age, all the physical work was needed. Innovators, right? So I'm gonna type innovators because we always will need innovators. I don't care what century or what age we get into, okay? Innovators said, well, shit, if people gonna work and have physical work, why not help people to think and work, right? Work smarter, not harder, right? So now you don't need a physical body, right, anymore, right? To go somewhere. That's why I tell people, right? You do not have to go to a physical place anymore to go make money. It's like in the agriculture age, you had to go to the place, you had to go to the house or wherever you was working at. In the industrial age, you had to go to the actual work site to actually go and make freaking money. Right? Now in the 21st century, guys, where our cell phone is our own personal handheld computer. Okay, in the freaking 21st century, guys, our cell phones is our own personal tracking device. Okay, in the 21st century, guys, right, we can text someone and they get it right away. In the agriculture age, we had to walk miles just to say hi to a friend. In the industrial age, we had the rotary phones where we had to dial and hopefully they answered, right? So I want you guys to understand how innovation works. Hey guys, make sure you share this, right? Innovation works, right? I want you guys to follow this. Innovation works. So we always will need innovators, right? We always will need people inventing stuff. We will always need people that stay in one step ahead of the masses, right? So we can't get mad at the innovators that are innovating new things in automatic, technology and artificial intelligence and self-driving cars and self-cooking kitchens and all this stuff. All of this is exciting and innovative, right? Who knows in the next 20 years, we may be in the fucking space age, cyberspace, who knows, right? But here's what the problem is with human beings, right? Change is inevitable, right? And we have the choice to change. Here's the problem with human beings. They get stuck in one era. They get stuck in the 70s, or they get stuck in the 80s, or they get stuck in the 60s, right? And then they never can evolve, right? Because they don't want to keep up with the times. See, what I learned is that college made us think that we needed 5 years, 10 years to go learn something, right? Now, that may be great in the agriculture age and industrial age, but guys, things are moving so quickly. College doesn't make any sense anymore unless you're going for cybersecurity, unless you're going for engineering, right? Unless you're going to know how to do robotics or STEM, right? That's the only way I think college makes sense to go pay hundreds and thousands of dollars for, okay? In this day and age, guys, we got to use our brains to make money. We have to use our brains to make money. No longer physical bodies to work hard. That's why when I hear people say they're working hard and you still don't have no money, you're doing it all wrong. Okay? When I hear people say, I'm working hard, well, you're doing it wrong. We're in the 21st century where hard work no longer pays off. It's true. Now, I'm not saying if you're working on your business, you're working, but even working in your business, guys, you got to think, right? You got to work smart in your business, right? Physical labor, guys, causes a lot of health problems, causes a lot of issues, right? It makes you tired all the time, okay? So that physical labor, all those people in the agriculture age and the industrial age that were working on those machines, guess what, guys? They got back problems. They got back issues. They got head issues. They got knee issues. I'm telling you, guys, right? So the world has changed and said, you know what? People can actually use their brains. But the problem is 98% of the people, guys, don't even fucking think. This is the problem now, okay? 98% of the people in the damn world don't think. Right? They just hope that their boss or their job is going to tell them what to do, or the school or the college is going to tell them what to do. And guess what? They go do it. Right? No one wakes up thinking. Right? Everyone thinks working overtime works. People think working hard works. People think working more hours is going to get them more money when it's not true. Working more hours at a job just gets the government more money because now you get taxed even higher. Right? So we gotta now think, guys, right? So my job is to wake you guys up. Right now we gotta think. Right? I don't work hard, right? So all that bullshit of working hard pays off. I don't work hard. I use my brain, and I teach other people to use their brain so that you can go make money the right way in the 21st century. Okay? So the most common job is a manufacturer worker, factory worker, and a truck driver, and a food service worker or cashier. Those are the most common jobs in America. 50% of Americans have these jobs, okay? Have these jobs, okay? But what's happened is that those jobs are so repetitive. Those jobs are so repetitive, guys. Make sure you share this with like 10 of your friends. Tag some people, okay? Those jobs are so repetitive that the innovators found a way to automate truck driving, to automate manufacturing workers, to automate cashiers, because it's all an algorithm. That's all it is, right? And so if all you're doing as a truck driver is driving, and all you're doing as a cashier is just taking orders, and all you're doing as a manufacturer worker is plugging and playing, they literally are replacing humans with this new innovation of technology for automation and artificial intelligence, right? See, but only the people that are thinking know this. Someone says, or do you think working harder at the job, they won't get fired, but no longer performance is the bottom line, right? Profits, remember, that's what companies want. Profit, that's all companies are interested in, right? So now, we have all these jobs. That's the most common job. There's 3 most common jobs: truck driving, manufacturer worker, and cashiers, right? Or food service workers, right? Those are the most common jobs in America. See, no one's talking about this but Andrew, right? No one's freaking talking about this. Trump ain't talking about it. The government ain't talking about this shit. And this is going to be a problem, guys, because this headed towards a recession. People can no longer retire on just Social Security because Social Security will be depleted in the next 12 years. People are not waking up to that either. right? Baby boomers, 55, 65 years old, cannot fucking retire after working the job for 20, 30 years. A lot of baby boomers are committing suicide, right? Because they realize they did nothing their whole life just to get nothing for the rest of their life. They're committing suicide, guys. So these are problems that no one's talking about, okay? The housing market, okay? There's literally more freaking sellers than buyers. For you guys that's in real estate, you know this, right? There's people, older people that are trying to sell their home. They sick of their house. They want to retire, and they want to have their house as a retirement plan, because they know Social Security, their pensions, and whatever the other bullshit they're supposed to get at the job ain't worth it no more, right? So a lot of baby boomers are committing suicide. A lot of baby boomers are working 2 and 3 jobs. A lot of baby boomers don't even have the brain capacity to now go back to school to learn a new skill so they can stay ahead and learn how to work smart. Okay, so we're living in an era, guys, where literally our elders, right, are becoming the shadow class. Our elders are becoming, guys, the shadow class, okay? Where no one cares about them, right? The government doesn't care about them anymore. The government doesn't even want to fund certain medications or procedures. You can't get certain things as an elderly person. So it's like they're just throwing the elders away. For real. This is what's happening, guys. People need to wake the fuck up to this shit. Our elders are being the shadow class, where if they get sick, they can't even get the proper care anymore if they ain't got the money, because Medicaid and the government is saying, well, fuck it, they're gonna die anyway. Why treat them for whatever disease or condition they have? This is happening, guys, right fucking now. There's people who need medications that's elder, over 55, and they can't afford it. Shit costs too fucking much. Right? So we're living in a world, guys, where technology is like this. The shit is going so quick, guys. I can't even keep up with this shit. And I am very computer savvy, and I am very in the know. You know, I'm on top of this shit, okay? But the shit moves so fast, guys, that no one can keep up with this shit, okay? So this is why I'm telling you guys, working hard is not working. Look at your elders, 55 and over. They worked hard, and now they got to live on 20% of their income. And now Trump wants to tax Social Security for the people that's getting it. Come on. This is ridiculous. No one's talking about this shit. No one's talking about this, guys. How are you helping your elders? How are you helping your grandparents, your grandfather, your grandmother, your mom, and your dad? How are you helping them to stay ahead, right? See, the problem is most people are not ahead, right? Most people are not one step ahead. Most people are 20 steps behind. So they can't help their children and they can't help their elders. It's sad. I'm telling you guys, this shit is fucking sad. Okay? We gotta wake up to realizing, guys, that if we do not move, hey guys, I'm on Instagram Live, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live, right? So make sure you share this and tag some people, right? So guys, we gotta wake up, because if we don't understand what's going on, do you know that another recession is coming? Most people don't even have $400. The average American doesn't have $400. The average working American, guys, don't even have $400 in the fucking bank. The average. See, this gets me emotional. It makes me sad. The average person who's working at their job right now, most of y'all probably at work right now, or getting ready from work, or come home from work. Most people hate their fucking job. That's why they go drink at the bar, right after work, or on Friday. They spend all their money at the bar, right? So the average person that's been working for 20 years, that's been working for 30 years, that's been working for 40 years, guys, don't even have $400 in the bank. This is sad. right? And a lot of people not even doing anything about this. No one's doing nothing about it because they're focused on the government's going to take care of me when I retire. Guys, I am seeing this every day. It's like I'm begging you guys to wake the fuck up. For real, Social Security's over. Working hard is over. Okay? That's over, guys. I am telling you. All those truck drivers, it's over 3 million truck drivers. 80% of them, guys, are done. Food service workers, 95% of them are done. The manufacturer workers, 99.9% of them are done. And no one's talking about this. This is the real deal, guys. This is what we need to be focusing on. How can you add some value to you? How can you add some value to yourself so you can go add some value to your kids and your grandparents and your moms and your dads? How? How many people have picked up a fucking book since 5th grade? How many people picked up a book since college? See, it's not about working hard. It's about working smarter, guys. Right? And you think, like Alan said, you think that the government shutdown was, just a mistake? No, that shit was planned. More of that is to come. For you government workers, more of that is to come. The government does not care about me, nor my kids, nor you, nor your kids, nor your sick grandmother, your mother, your aunt, your cousin who got cancer. They do not care. Okay? They do not care about us, guys, especially Black folks. We live in America where they don't even give a fuck about us. Right? They don't even give a fuck about us. But meanwhile, every day, guys, we're breaking our back to go to a job that will replace us with a fucking robot in a heartbeat. Some of the trucking companies said that they would save over $1 billion a year if they get rid of 80% of the truck drivers. Now, to the company, that's amazing, right? That's great, right? I'm a business owner too. Yes, I want to save money too. Right? That's amazing. But what happens to the 2.5 million truck drivers who have families and kids that they got to take care of? What happens to them? In the agriculture age, let me give you guys some history if you don't know what's going to happen. In the agriculture age, when the machines came, a lot of those men and women, they didn't go look for another job. They didn't go look for another job. They didn't go get a new skill. A lot of them applied for disability. They became a drunk or even a nomad, right? And a lot of them literally just became homeless and started doing self-destructing things. So what's going to happen to these truck drivers that's over 50 right now? They're not going back to college. They're not going to go get a trade. Maybe 1% of them. That's a tiny bit, right? A tiny bit of them. Okay? So the truck driver not going back to school. Most of them will apply for a disability. Most of them will do self-destructive things like start using drugs and alcohol, and some of them will commit suicide. It is already happening. This is what happened in agriculture age when the machines came, right? A lot of them committed suicide or applied for disability. And America is not good at retraining people. All the government says is go to college to get a new skill. Meanwhile, college don't teach us shit. It's already happening, guys. So it's like, I'm not telling you something that you don't know. You see it happening, but what the fuck are you doing about it? Right? What are you doing about it for your family? Right? See, we got to be the spearheads. We got to be the thought leaders. We got to be the thinkers. We got to be literally one step ahead of the fucking masses. If you say, well, I'm just going to wait, I'm just watch the clock, I'm just going to keep waiting, guess what, guys? Recession going to come. You ain't got no food in the house. You ain't got no cash. You ain't got no Bitcoin. You ain't got no gold. You ain't got no silver. You ain't got no real estate. You're fucked. If you ain't got no real estate producing income, if you ain't got no business that is producing income, you ain't got no stashes of food, you ain't got no stashes of cash, the poor, the middle class, and Black people are the ones who usually lose when the economy goes to the shits. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, do I have at least $5 grand in the bank right now? Do I have income producing assets? Do I have a business to protect my family from this next recession? Because again, no one's talking about this next recession that we're going to have too. This next recession, they're saying it's coming the next 2 to 3 years or sooner. We don't know. But do you have real estate that's producing? Do you have stashes of food in your home? Do you have some cash? And do you have a business that can produce income? And guess what? 80% of people have nothing. So what's going to happen to those 80% of people? They're going to have to literally, guys, conform to the poor. It's either get rich or be poor. In this next recession, there's going to be a lot of people that get rich, and there's a lot of people that get poor. Okay, it's going to be a big gap. The gap is going to go like this. So you can say, I need to be on the side of getting rich, or I'm just going to conform and be poor. Okay, so again, what are you doing that are listening to me? What are you doing for your family? Are you going to be the spearhead? Or are you going to be the leader? Or are you going to be the one to wake your family the fuck up? Or you just going to have everybody sleep and you going to sleep and everybody just going to wish something happened? We got to wake up, guys. The world is changing. The 21st century is here. Kids that are being born right now, right? Because people are figuring credit out and how to maneuver business credit long. Well, here's the thing about also credit. Yeah, we need good credit, but here's the thing. China has got rid of credit scores. China has 1.2 billion people, right? China has already got rid of credit scores. It only takes time for America to adopt certain things. So if China already got rid of credit scores, America will be next. What they have is something called the social score, not a credit score anymore. Because now, remember, our little cell phones and shit that we have, and computers and laptops and iPads and shit, remember, all of that stuff is tracked. Everything I'm saying is being recorded. Everything that you're saying on your social medias is being watched. Every time we look into the phone, our face is being conformed so that they can, use it for the artificial intelligence. So it's going to be a social score where now your behavior qualifies you for things. Your behavior qualifies you to buy a house, to go to the movies, to buy a car. Well, it ain't even going to be buying cars in the next 20 years because there's going to be self-driving cars. So, see, I know this stuff because I'm in the know of this shit, right? There's not going to be any more credit scores in the next 20 years. Trust me. There's going to be a social score, okay? Where if you're a fucked up person, you can't buy a house. You can't even buy a fucking bottle of water. You can't even buy a lollipop, okay? This is happening now, guys. In China, they have a social score. The guy I was watching a YouTube video. The guy said he can't even go into the movie theater and go watch the movies anymore. Fingerprint, exactly. We're going to have fingerprints. One guy said we're not even going to have cell phones in 20 years because all we got to do now is do like this. So if we want to do something, we swipe. Literally, our hand motions, we don't even have to use a device. We want to turn the volume up in our TV, we go like this, and it turns up. We want to turn down, it goes like this. Literally, guys, the government is turning humans into robots and robots into humans. They're going to implant chips into people's clothes. They're going to implant chips, guys, into people's clothes. You think we can get away from this shit? No. Unless you're about to go to a third world planet or some shit. This is happening in China already. This is happening in China already, guys. We cannot get away from this. You need to have your gun ready, because when this recession hits and your neighbor ain't got no money, they gonna come robbing you in your house and your car. So you better be able to shoot a motherfucker. Okay, you better have some food stored somewhere. You better have some income producing somewhere, and you better have a business online. 90% of people don't have that. 90% of people don't have that. So the gap between the rich and the poor, guys, will just go like this. It's not going to be middle class or a middle class citizen. I'm a blue collar or white collar worker. Those jobs are over, guys. If we don't wake up and learn how to fucking think, if we stop letting the government dumb us down with all these fucking medications and shit and the stupid shit that they give to kids in school, I'm telling you, the gap between rich and poor goes like this. And the ones that got the knowledge to keep going are the ones who win. They good. The ones who don't stay poor. And then guess what? People that fail in the recessions, guess what? It's hard to move forward now. It's hard to get yourself up out of a rut. It's hard to move yourself. I already told you guys, there's people that are 20 steps behind right now. It's impossible for them to just jump and then say, oh, I'm going to do this. So we got to wake up, guys. Are you being the force for good? Are you defying the odds? Are you setting new standards for your family? I'm just talking about your family, not your co-workers in the whole world, but for you and your family. Do you give a damn about do you give a damn enough about your family that you're willing to do whatever it takes to protect them? Do you got a gun? How many people have legal fucking guns? Like I said, when the recession comes and motherfuckers start robbing, you better have a gun to shoot a motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. You better have food to feed your family. Because if you don't worry about going to the supermarket, because the supermarket ain't gonna have no fucking food. You better have a business that is producing some income online, because everybody will go online. They're saying 2 billion people in 2019 is coming online. And you better have some assets that are producing some type of income. 90% of people don't have none of those. So now you know you need a gun, you need food, you need some real estate, and you need, a business. You need to get those things, right? It's like now or never, because this is already happening. Truck drivers already being laid off. Truck drivers already killing themselves. Food service workers already being laid off. Food service workers already being replaced. They're already committing suicide. They're already, filing for disability. This is already happening. Where would real estate be if no one gets a job? Well, here's the thing. The ones that got money will win. The ones who don't lose. And the average working American doesn't even have $400 fucking dollars. See, here's the thing. People will always pay their rent. They're going to do what they got to do to pay their rent. If not, you won't just be in a shelter, because the government is building plenty of shelters all across America. They're building jails and shelters all across America. So don't think, this shit ain't happening. The government knows. That's why they're building jails and shelters. It's being done right now. So if we don't wake up, guys, to the fact that life is literally changing at the speed of light, guess what? We can't teach our kids nothing. We can't teach our spouse nothing. We can't teach our grandparents nothing. We can't teach our parents nothing. If you're in the computer age, you don't even have a cell phone, you don't have a bank account, or you don't even have a fucking computer, what the fuck are you doing? If you got an iPhone that's $1,000 and you don't have $400 in your bank account, your priorities is all fucked. Your priority is screwed up. And you're going to be one of those people who will be poor, without a job, without food stamps, because guess what? Everybody's going to be running to get on food stamps. Everybody's going to be running to get on disability. And guess what? All that shit runs out too. Section 8. All you Section 8 heads, y'all need to get the fuck on Section 8 too. All this shit is going to deplete. The people that win are the ones who invest to get the knowledge, the ones who stay ahead of the masses, and the ones who have businesses that is producing income and working smart. So you can stay asleep, you can stay wishing, you can say, oh, she don't know what she's talking about, ain't nothing happened to my job. Keep living and doing nothing and see what the fuck will happen. But again, right, I'm here to wake up the little bit of people that want to be woke. I'm only here to give strategies to people that want to do something else. Because see, one income, guys, makes you weak. One income cannot allow you to get ahead. One income keeps you in the hole. One income keeps you stressed. One income keeps you constipated. One income keeps you having anxiety. Because if you don't have at least $400, you're fucked. If you don't have at least $5,000 in your bank account, okay, you're fucked. You know, I mean, I couldn't find a better word. So if you feel like that's too harsh, guess what? The government don't give a fuck about you, your mother, your father, your sister, your cousin, your kid that's sick, your mother that's sick. They don't give a fuck. I just told you that if you're over a certain age, the government is not giving you the medications or the procedures or the surgery that you need. If you're over a certain age. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Just run up in the doctors and tell them to give it to you? Hell no. Again, guys, this is already happening. So we can wait, we can wish, we can hope, we can pray. See, prayer doesn't work if you ain't doing shit. So don't even worry about praying. Don't worry about praying. Don't worry about God. Oh, God gonna take care of it. God ain't gonna take care of nothing. Because if you can't take care of yourself, don't worry about God coming to your rescue, baby. I'm telling you that right now. Don't worry about God. See, we are our own gods. We create our own. We have to build our own. We got to create our own. God is only an assistant, not the end all be all for all the black people who preach Jesus all fucking day. Oh, Jesus this, Jesus that, and he broke to death. It's crazy. You're your own God. You create your own. God ain't gonna do nothing for you if you're not doing nothing for you. You're your own God. You create, right? You create, you destroy, right? You can help. You can change your life in an instant. Literally. You can change your life in an instant. Literally. Okay? So, like I said, you can pray and hope and keep wishing, guys. But if you don't take any action and get in a gun, you know what a gun is? Getting a gun to protect yourself and your family. Okay? If you don't get any food stored up, so that means every day or every time that you go to the supermarket, you need to get an extra $40, $50 worth of food to store. Okay? If you don't have any real estate that's already producing income, you need to start looking into real estate. If you don't have a business online, you need to start looking into online businesses. Okay? So again, you can pray and pray and pray and pray, but nothing happens when you just pray and hope. That's why so many people are hopeless. That's why so many people have anxiety right now. They call it United States of Anxiety. United States of Anxiety, because too many people are uncertain about their futures. But again, if you don't have a gun, if you don't have no food, you don't have an asset that's producing, an asset that is producing, see, school didn't teach us this, so everybody's lost. If you don't have a gun, if you don't have no food stored up, okay, if you don't have no asset producing money, and if you don't have an online business, guys, you are simply screwed. period. See, you don't have to listen to me, right? None of y'all, I don't know none of y'all, right? You don't gotta listen to me. But what I'm gonna tell you is that the times are changing. History repeats itself. Statistics don't lie. The average working American that's at work right now, that's working their ass off to pay for school, to pay for college, to pay their rent is broke. The average hard-working American right now don't have a fucking $400 in the bank. They don't even have 6 months worth of bills in the bank or in their mattress or whatever. I'm telling you, America has fucked us up. It has messed their people up, and now no one can think, or everyone's scared to think now. Because again, think about this. Coming out with technology that now will know what you're thinking. They come out with technology to make people tell the truth, right? They got technology coming out, guys, that they don't even need judges anymore. In the next 20 years, won't even be judges. Because now all you do is go in front of a fucking computer and they're going to read your fucking thoughts. So you committed a crime, ain't no, let's show evidence, baby. Everything will be right up here. So we got to be conscious of this, guys, so that we can know what to do to stay ahead of the time. Remember the agriculture age? A lot of those men and women, they committed suicide and got on disability. Okay? The industrial age, a lot of those men and women right now, guys, on disability, they became drunks, they became drug addicts, and they're on disability. Okay, what do you think is going to happen now in the digital age, guys? People are going to commit suicide. There were more suicides last year in America than car accidents. More suicides than car accidents. So all you people that got your one up and you think your pension, your social security is going to save you, you're fucked. You're screwed. You're fucked. You're screwed. Okay? Or, yeah, like Kay said, went to the mental hospital because they can't take it. They literally clocked the fuck out because it's too much. You don't have no money, you don't have no job, and you have no skills, and you got no family to take care of. That's depressing right there. That is depressing, guys, right there. I'll be depressed too. If I ain't had no skill, I ain't got no money, I can't take care of my kids, I can't take care of my husband, I'll be depressed too. I'll clock right the fuck out and go right in the mental ward and let them try me as a guinea pig and pump all these medications up in me so I can be even more stupider. So again, if we don't wake up and say, you know what, I gotta do something for my family. I gotta do something to protect my family. I need a gun, I need food, I need some real estate, and I need an online business. It ain't about being scared anymore. It ain't about being skeptical about, oh, does this work? Don't worry about that bullshit, because what you're doing right now at your job don't fucking work. Don't worry, oh, does this online business work? Oh, does real estate work? Don't worry about that. Those are the questions that you shouldn't even be asking yourself. You should be saying, in 2 years, my family need to have an extra 50 grand. My family need to have an extra grand somewhere. My family need to have income producing. You worry about being skeptical. See, I only can help people. If you got a broke mind, I can help you. But if you're broke and you're skeptical, I can't help. Because now you set in your ways. You think you know everything, but you're broke. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. I can't help people who are broke and skeptical. I can't help people that are broke and skeptical. Right? Because if you're broke and skeptical, that means you know everything, you got everything down pat, you know what you're doing, your future's good, you're living your best life. Meanwhile, you ain't even got $2 in the fucking bank. But if you're broke-minded, you're open because you're like, you know, I know I'm broke, I know I need to do something, I know I need a gun, I know I need some food in my house, I know I need some real estate, and I know I need an online business, and you just want the knowledge. Okay, you just want now the knowledge. Okay, so again, it's time to wake up, guys. There's no more sleeping. All that going out to drinking and partying and shit, all that is done, guys. If you don't got $400 in your bank account, you don't need to go no shopping. You don't need to go to no club. You don't need to go drinking. You don't even need to go out to eat no damn more. Solve your fucking self so you can learn something new. So again, this Thursday, guys, I'm having a webinar, which everyone, if you only got one, okay, if you only got one income and you ain't got a gun, you ain't got no food, you ain't got no cash, you ain't got no real estate, and you ain't got an online business, you need to be on this webinar. Okay, webinar of the 21stcentury.com. Someone can put it in the comments for me. Webinar of the 21st Century on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram. Webinar of the 21st Century. I did a whole month of research. I did a whole month of research for you guys so that I can wake my people up. I'm interested in waking my folks up. My folks up. Because we're already 450 years behind. In this new recession, we're going to even be another 200-300 years behind if motherfuckers don't wake up today. Okay, so the webinar of the 21stcentury.com is 30 seats left. Webinar of the 21stcentury.com. It took me about a month to do this research for you. You guys can know where we are in America, where America is going, and how to position you and your family, guys, to stay ahead of the fucking masses. But this is only if you want to stay ahead of the masses. Okay? This is only if you want to stay ahead of the masses. See, everybody don't want to stay ahead. Some people love being in that broke pot. They love being in that impoverished pot. So it's hard to say, yes, I want to do something new. It's very hard. Let me block this person right here. Right. So again, guys, it's just too much. Right? It's just too much. And if we do not wake up, okay, if we do not wake up, guys, guess what? You will die without ever living. You will die, guys, without ever living. I'm only 35. I'm only 35. Okay? I'm only 35. So for all you 55-year-old, 65-year-old guys, no time to play no games. If you're over 40 and you don't have $400 in your bank account, make you cry. I'm crying inside for you. If you're over 40, you've been working your job, and you don't have $400 in your bank account, that's very sad. That's very depressing. That is very heartbreaking. And you got kids to take care of? What are you going to tell your kids? What are you going to teach your kids? Teach them to be broke? What are you going to do? Teach your children to be broke too? Teach your children to be in the broke pot too? Teach your children to be impoverished too? That means you don't give a fuck about your kids. You don't give a fuck about yourself enough to invest in yourself so that your kids can have a better future. God said it himself. We're supposed to leave the earth better than when we were here. We don't supposed to leave it worse. We're supposed to leave the world better. And if all you do is tell your kids you're broke, my mother used to say this to me. She's broke. She's broke. She's broke. She ain't got no money. So as a young girl, I grew up thinking I was broke. I didn't know what money really was. I just used to get allowance from my dad. My dad used to tell me to save money, but if I'm broke, you can't even save no fucking money. So as I grew up and I started to get around other people that had money, I realized that broke is a mindset. You just got to get some new information and some new knowledge so that you can change that broke status. Right, so Shah saying some of us don't want to hear it. Yes, you know what? I wish I wasn't saying this either. I don't want to say this to hurt your feelings. I want to say this shit to wake you the fuck up. I'm not saying this to make you feel depressed, because if you look at your bank account, if your bank account ain't making you want to make a move, then listening to Tanisha ain't gonna make you want to make a move either. Okay, I wish I didn't have to say this shit either, but no one's talking about this, guys. No one is talking about this. Everybody talk about R. Kelly, The Wall, Cardi B, and all this other bullshit, but no one's talking about how the next recession is about to make a lot of Americans poor. All right, we can pray and hope and keep wishing and keep going to church. Church is bullshit too. We can keep going to church and praying God. Oh, God gonna fix it. God gonna fix everything. Meanwhile, you can't pay your light bill. You can't put food. You ain't got no gun. Hey, this is real shit. This is real shit. So make sure you guys go to the webinar of the 21st century. I know some of you guys at work now, right? What I'm doing today, you guys want to know what I'm doing today? My grandparents, I got two grandmothers, thank God. Still got my two grandmothers living. My dad and my uncle, they're all over 60 years old. They're coming to my house, and I'm going to be showing them how to start selling on Amazon. Yes, they're over 60. See, age is nothing but a fucking number because you can learn as much as you need to, right? If you're open-minded, right? I'm teaching them how to make at least $100 a day on Amazon. That's going to be my two grandmothers, my dad, and my uncle. They're all over 60 years old. See, I'm taking initiative. See, I'm going to be the spearhead. I'm going to be the forward thinker. I'm going to be the forward thinker. I'm going to be the one when I die, my grandparents or whoever else will say, I'm grateful for my granddaughter. My dad's going to say, I'm grateful for my daughter. My uncle's going to say, I'm grateful for my niece that she decided to fucking think. My kids are going to say, Mom, thank you for being the thinker. Thank you for always, telling us. My kids think it's nagging, but trust me, when they get older, they're gonna be like, damn, I'm glad my mom told me this shit. They're gonna say, thank you, Mom. My husband, he thanks me every day. Baby, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for, helping the family move forward. My husband, who used to literally not support me in my business when we was living in the fucking basement. Now every day he's thanking me. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to be the one to tell you this shit, guys. But see, I have a passion to turn light bulbs on. I have a passion, especially my Black people. I have a passion to wake folks the fuck up. So again, I got my grandparents, my uncle, and my dad coming here at 12 o'clock. I said like a whole meeting up for them. I'm gonna show them how to start selling on Amazon. Meanwhile, Amazon killing everybody. Amazon's killing everybody. It's either get in the fucking wave or get washed away. See, that's the only two options. At this point, it's either get in the wave, learn how to swim, let's go up the shore, or get washed the fuck away, period. Right? That's it. Again, like I said, I may talk harsh, I may make some people feel some type of way, but I'm only here to wake you up. I'm only here to wake you the fuck up, guys. I am only here to wake you up. Those that will listen, trust me, the ones that are listening to me are already involved with what I'm doing. Trust me. Those that are listening for real to me are already involved with what I'm doing, okay? And they're already positioning themselves so they can say, you know what? I want to be the spearhead of my family. I don't want to live on the wishing and praying and hope no more. Yeah, you can pray. There's nothing wrong with praying, but as long as you're putting the work behind the prayer. It ain't just praying, God, hopefully something good happened today. And then meanwhile, you at McDonald's on the dollar line because you can't get a decent meal. So again, guys, webinar of the 21st century. Webinar, everyone needs to be on this. If you got one income, okay? You got one income, okay? So Deidre on Facebook says she quit her job yesterday. Sick of it, right? Sick of it. Hey, my job fired me, so I didn't have no choice but to make something of myself. My job fired me, so I had a choice to go back to school and get more in debt or go find another dead-end job. No, said fuck it. I'm gonna just do my own thing. Fuck it. Sell my brain cells. Fuck it. And that's what I'm doing. I had to make something of myself. Right? So my goal is to wake folks up, right? So go to webinar of the 21st century. Everyone needs to be over there paying your little $20. I took a month. So you guys are paying me for me doing the research for you so you can know how to position yourself. College ain't teaching you this. Your job ain't teaching you this. Okay? Social media is all about twerking and fat asses. So where you learn it from? See, those that invest, I keep telling you guys, those that invest are the ones who will go further. Remember, it's about to be a real wealth gap. There's people going to get rich and there's people that's going to become poor. Which side will you be on? Which side will you be on? Again, right? I'm only the messenger, right? I'm positioning my family. I'm making sure my family stay ahead. What are you doing for your family? What are you doing for your family to stay ahead? Praying? You praying that the shit works? You praying that your job don't fire you? You praying that Social Security is not over? No, we can't live like that, guys. We got to have strategies. We have to have strategic plans in place for our family to win. Period. End of fucking story. So go to webinar of the 21st century. Everyone should be there, paying your little $20. 2 hours on Thursday. So make sure you set aside the time. It's not going to be recorded. So don't say, oh, I'm going to catch it later, because you won't catch shit later. 2 hours. You and your spouse, you and your kids need to be on it. Because like I said, I got a whole fucking slide. I got about 60 slides for this webinar. Okay, that I created for you guys, because I want to wake you guys up. You need to be woke. You need to get woke. You need to start winning. You need to understand that this world is not in favorable of hard workers anymore. This world is not in favor of people who don't have any money anymore. This world is not in favor of people who ain't thinking. This world is not favorable of people who are not innovating and creating. If you got a job, government, nobody gives a fuck about you. Trump talking about raising taxes again. It's already 40%. I mean, what the fuck? How much more taxes can you fucking raise, man? Like, come on, stop with this shit. People are dying out here, man. Gotta wake up, guys. So go to webinar of the 21st century.com. Right? Everyone need to be on here. You need to be tagging 20 of your co-workers who broke too. Right? Everyone need to be on your mother who on Social Security, who that's about to be over. Where's she gonna go? What's she gonna do? Again, webinar of the 21st century is gonna be a 2-hour webinar. 2 hours. So make sure you're there. It's gonna be 2 full hours. So it's like you're coming to class for 2 hours so you can learn what your next move will be for the 21st century. And trust me, it's not a job. Trust and believe that shit. It is not a job. Trust me. Companies are already telling people to go work from home so they can pay them less. They don't have to pay them sick time. They don't have to pay vacation time. All these police officers and all these correction officers that's getting hired now, they're not even getting hired with benefits. It's just getting hired with a salary. So y'all think, oh, I'm going to go to be a cop. I'm going to go to be all, nah. All this shit, guys, this affects every fucking body. So again, webinar of the 21st century. Webinar of the 21st century, need to be there with your credit card, pay your little $20, come get some $1 million information so you guys can know what to do for the future of the 21st century, guys. So happy Tuesday, guys. See you soon.